What it is, man. You know the dude DJ Flavor Show holding it down right now, man. Got my man Big Sixx, Raw Image in the building with me.
What's up, bro?
Yo, man, y'all got a major show coming up. I'm gonna jump straight to that real quick.
Right. Yeah, Fast Daddies this Saturday, man. Raw Image and UCB, man.
Uncalled for band.
Uncalled for, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Fast Eddie's over there. That's Allentown Road over in Camp Springs, Maryland.
Yep,
all right,
sure.
That's going down tomorrow. That's gonna be the 16th, September the 16th, man.
Yep,
all right.
10-3.
So look, man. Well, this is like you kind of say this is like a reunion kind of like type of thing, right? Almost.
Well,
I mean, I know y'all been playing lately, but
this is our third show back. You know, we did our big reunion at Fast Daddy's maybe almost a month ago,
right?
August. Then we did a Love's birthday party maybe 3 weeks ago, and then we got this show this Saturday with UCB. Then we got another show October 14th. So we got some dates lined up. Yeah, yeah, spot dating, you know.
Okay.
Trying to slowly bring ourselves back into it. We working on an album right now. We got a couple of singles already done.
All right.
That I like.
Okay.
That we like.
I hope you like it. You putting it out.
Yeah, so we great try to make some moves.
All right. So look, when was the last time you and Uncalled For band UCB played together? It's been a long time, right?
It's been a long time. I can't even.
So tomorrow's show gonna be outstanding. It's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be lit.
I think we trying to just bring back that element of go-go where, you know, and you know a lot about it, where it was just crankage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just like real showmanship, just for the people. I think that's our, I know for Raw Image right now, our main motto right now is we doing it for the people, nothing else. Like it's strictly for the fans, because without the fans, there's no us. So
right.
I think this go around, we want to make sure that we let the fans know, not like we didn't do it before, but we want to let the fans know that everything we're doing right now is for them.
Right. So look, we've got history. I used to be a lot of history. I used to be the band's main DJ.
Right.
We've traveled. We've done a lot of shows together. But one of the things I never knew was how you actually got into go-go.
Well, for me, I think I want to say I was about 10 years old, man, and someone gave me the VHS tape, Go-Go Live.
Okay, I was going to say, you about to date yourself, but
man,
right.
and I watched it, and I instantly fell in love with the art.
Okay, so I've seen the video. Some of y'all may have seen the video. If you haven't, you can go ahead and click down in the bottom on this page. I'm probably going to have a link for it up there for Go-Go Live at the Cap Center.
Yeah.
So from watching that video, which one of the bands stood out to you the most? Because you had Essence on there, Chuck Brown, Lil Benny. You had
the
DC
energy
Scorpio.
that EU had.
EU
is all right. So I had a Fisher Price microphone and a saxophone.
Okay.
And it's crazy. I wasn't trying to be a lead talker. I mean, I didn't know nothing about.
So you play sax?
I was playing the sax, right?
Okay.
And China Boogie, when EU came on, like it just. I fell in love with it.
Okay.
Man. The way that they performed, I think EU grabbed me at that moment. I enjoyed everyone, but EU grabbed me at that moment. And as I watched it over the millionth time, like I started liking other people, but EU, that first moment, EU sold me.
I'm gonna tell you what sold me from the Go-Go Live video. I really love the entrance of Rare Essence.
It was crazy,
man, and to see them put together and choreograph that, man, that just made me. I love seeing that. I love the DC Scorpio when he was on there, and he jumping off the stage. That was hilarious. And then
I think Essence Jones was too advanced for me at that time. Like, I couldn't appreciate it then like I appreciate it now.
Okay.
It was too advanced for me. Like I was too young to know what it meant in comparison to once I got into the industry.
Right.
what they did was a staple. It meant something.
Right.
And I was too young to appreciate it at that moment.
Right.
So
Junkyard was on that show too.
Crazy.
Man, Go Live at the Cap Center was lit. It was definitely something. If you haven't seen it again, I'm gonna make sure I try and get a link for you at the bottom of this so you can kind of check it out. So some people need to know the history of Go.
They really need to know that.
So like with you, like with Raw Image, y'all use Congos.
Yeah,
y'all really use the Congos though.
We use them both,
and along with the Rototons, but you put a lot of effort in making sure that those Congos get used. Why that versus the sound of the Rototons? Because you all came out just before that the Rototon season jumped in what we call now Crank, not just Go, but it's Crank Go.
Well, if you had to do a measurement of Raw Image, I think we do fall heavy on the Rollaton side.
Right.
But number one, I got a young animal back there on the Congos, man. I mean, love is he's special.
Right.
And I can't not let him get his thing off. You
right.
know what I mean? So for me, it's about allowing all the musicians, freedom to get their thing off, and it just so happened the people love it. You know what I mean? So
right.
His birthday party, he went nuts on the Congos. I mean, he went nuts.
So what was the reason that the band I can't say you disassembled, but why is it that you pulled away from playing as often as you were?
I think for us it was just a timing thing. Like, different people were going through different situations in their lives, and we couldn't seem to keep it together.
Right.
It's like family.
Right.
Sometimes you separate because everyone has their own individual things they're dealing with, and you lose sight of keeping home together, and we lost sight of that.
Okay.
And timing just so happened to bring us back together, and I think now we all appreciate what we built together, and we want to make sure that we cherish that and never diminish it.
So my old football coach was your manager at one point, Big Marvin.
Mr. Drummond, man, Mr. Drummond, Mr. Drummond, man, great dude, man. Like, Mr. Drummond was my boss at the swimming pool. I was a lifeguard with him. He actually brought me to the band. He was like, "Yo, I love your voice," and I'm like, "I don't really know nothing about go-go." He's like, "Nah, I wanna use your voice." But they had a lead.
This is over at Stanton, right?
Fort Stanton,
at Fort Stanton Pool, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And he was like, "We got a lead talker." He was like, "Can you?" I had already got into music, playing percussions. I played the sax a little. So he was like, "I need a Rollaton player." I'm like, "Man, Marvin, I can't play." He's like, "Just trust me, I need a Rollaton player."
So you came in playing the Rollatons.
I played the Rollatons for Raw Image for about 60 days.
Okay.
Just for enough time for them to cut the lead talker.
Okay.
And then the rest was, it was history.
I remember, like one of the biggest shows was not Randall School. I can't remember what school it was, but we was in Southwest, man. I came through there.
Man, number 4, man.
Number 4 Boys Club,
man.
Yeah.
We made history there.
Yeah, that was a big night, man. Standing up on top of the speakers.
Yeah. But that it was like we were doing that like it was 8 to 12 every Friday. It was just like we were, and for a stretch we were playing at the Black Hole before Backyard, so we were doing Southwest from 8 to 12, packing up, getting to the Black Hole by 12:45, playing for about 30, 40 minutes there before Backyard. I think that helped propel us to be able to present Shake It Out.
Shake it out, shake it out.
Yeah. You're a big part of that as well. I don't know if the people know, but I want to just, personally thank you, which I've done it before. We worked together for years.
Right.
Just standing behind the record, you know, when we first dropped it and believing in it, you know, you're a big reason why the record did as good as it did, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You know, I appreciate, you know, that. I done told you that before. So
it's my pleasure, man. You know, one of the things I say, man, in my history with DC and with Go-Go and being a guy that's from here by way of a couple other places.
Right.
You know what I mean? So is that I really have a passion for the music. And when I do hear something that sounds right, that makes sense, I'm definitely going to play it if I have it in my power to play it.
Right.
When I created those go-go shows back in the day, man, it was all about making sure that that bands that were being overlooked got the light shine on them. I didn't like the fact that it was always the top 5 only getting radio airplay. And
you were playing it, and you don't forget you gave a platform for some go-go artists, because I don't want to just separate them because we all are artists.
Mm-hmm.
You gave a lot of local artists an opportunity to be on the platform. You remember your show, midnight, like people, you had to stay up so that you can come get on the radio show with you. Like people who never been to the radio station had an opportunity to come, man. So like you really are a big part of go-go history, you know, and like I said, man, you've always done great work, and just keep it up. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So now, with this show tomorrow, with UCB and Raw Image going down at Fast Eddie's, what should they expect? Because now that you all are older and mature, and you're going into a older and mature environment, what are the people going to get? What is it going to look like?
Pressure.
On who?
The game.
Okay.
Pressure. I think me and Mikey have talked, you know, over the time, and
for those that don't know, Mikey's the lead talker for UCB.
Shout out to my man
Rock Mikey.
We've both been away from the game for a while,
mm-hmm.
and once again, it's all a timing thing. I think we want to try to, and I don't want to sound like I'm saying that go-go is missing something, but there were things that certain bands brought to this industry
mm-hmm.
that needs to be back. And I don't know if other people or everybody's not doing, because remember at one point in time, everybody was coming with their A game and giving the fans one great show.
Right.
That's what we want to do. You know, we want to make sure that the moment you pay your fee to get in, or
right.
you give them your ticket,
right,
that you enjoy yourself until you walk out the door.
Okay.
I mean, tomorrow I want the highest bought thing in that Fast Eddie's to be water, because I want to make you sweat. I need you to hydrate yourself.
What happened to those days, man? People used to walk out the club and couldn't, and the girls' hair wasn't the same. You know what I mean? Like their hair was messed up. You know, it'd be cold outside and it'd be steam coming off their head. Now you come out the club looking the same way.
Right. Yeah.
The same way you went in, you go out the same way. Girls being there freaking and partying.
It starts with the musicians.
How much the tickets? How much do you think is gonna start at the door?
$20.
Okay, all right. That's not a bad look. $20.
$20 for two great bands.
Two big bands. Yeah.
Yeah. From 10 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be crazy.
So now, with your voice being the way it is, I don't think I really asked this question back in the day.
Right.
But people oftentimes, you know, equate you to like a Big G.
Right.
So
okay.
so what's your thoughts on that?
I don't really have any thoughts. Like, it's been something that, you know, it's always been addressed. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Well, back in the days, it was addressed, and for me, we have a lot of similarities. You know what I mean? And the guy's somebody who, you know, really taught me a lot about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who I look up to, somebody who I really appreciate for extending his hand out to me to help teach me and help groom me to who I am today.
For those that's watching, Big G, Genghis, lead talker for Backyard Band.
Yeah.
Is who we're talking about right now. He's also an actor.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been compared, and for me, it's an honor. You know what I mean? You talking about one of the hottest lead talkers or one of the hottest artists in this area to make it and to be mentioned in the same light as him.
Right.
Is an honor to me.
Okay.
And it means that I'm doing something.
Okay.
So I mean, of course, when you get the negative around it and past it, it has bothered me. But, you know, I grew up and I had someone tell me that, man, if they're not talking about you,
right,
you ain't popping.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
right.
I'll accept that, you
right.
know, and I deal with it accordingly. You know what I mean? So it's an honor to me. You know what I mean? Like I said, we got similarities. I mean, and it's up to, you know, the eyes of the beholder to compare us. But, you know what I mean? He's a great friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So
we've all worked together on the same squad, same team. So yeah,
and doing something that meant something, giving back. You know what I mean?
Working with this community, man, trying to make sure these youngins stay out of trouble. And speaking of youngins, so is the music? Is it going to go into a direction? Not just tomorrow. I'm just saying, just in general. Is it going in a direction where it will still be attractive for a younger generation, for a high school? Do you feel that your sound is going to be just only for the mature audience, is not going to be able to go to those schools anymore?
Nah, our plan is to produce great music that can touch anybody.
Okay.
I want you to enjoy my music if you're 65 or you're 7.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So we can expect to see you back in some of the high schools at some of the high school shows if they allow the vocal bands to come in.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make music for them,
right,
and perform it for them. You know, so
because I find that it's not too many bands that are actually playing in those arenas anymore. You know?
Yeah, I don't know why, and it's puzzling because, you know, the music itself has been used over years to heal, to protect. You know what I mean? You know, we've used this music to reach some people that were unreachable.
Right.
And I think, once again, like we had a conversation off air, I think people need to really go back and really research the history of this music.
Well, they can start with Chuck. I mean,
right,
that's the Godfather. You can start right there. You know, you can start with if you want to, you know, hear the history of it and how it sounds.
Right.
You know, it's just progressed over the years. You know, I think that it's made various changes, but you know, so original songs. Shake It Out was original.
Right.
What other original joints?
We got this next album that we're working on is full of originals. You know that Love is a producer,
right?
Man, an awesome producer. Shout out to Spine Hitters, FMLA music, and we got PG, who's a writer as well.
Okay,
I write. So we're trying to just mix all of that together to give some great records.
Is there any you got female in the band now?
Nah, we're thinking about bringing a female back to the band.
Right.
But right now we don't have a female artist.
Okay. All right, where can they find you at? Like, as far as the Instagram, your social media?
You can follow me on Instagram. I am Big Sixx. With 2 X's.
Yeah.
I am Big Sixx with 2 X's on Instagram. You can also follow us on Instagram, raw_image.
Mm-hmm.
Also on Facebook, you can just search Raw Image and find a page, man. Follow us. Follow me. Follow me.
My man. All right. DJ Flavor Show. You know what it is, man. It's 90.9 WKYS. Turn it up to Ma.
Yeah, it's gonna be
a
crazy.
Fast Eddie's.
Yeah.
Got Uncalled For band and Raw image.
Yeah, you coming through?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna slide through that joint. Yeah. I'm gonna slide through that joint.
Come through. You know what
it is.
If
I get there, man, it's gonna be.
You getting on the stage, get on the speakers. I'm gonna play something old for you. I got something in the pocket for you. We can go back to Southwest, man.
Okay. That's what it is, man. Hey, thank y'all. Catch y'all later. All right, Flavor Show 93.9 WKYS.